there's nothing to help. Watch me one by one by one. Count my cards.
Where is Antony? Fled to his house amazed. Men, wives, and children stare, cry out, and rum as if it were doomsday. Fates, we will know your pleasures, that we shall die, we know. 'Tis but the time and drawing days out the men stand upon. Why, he that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fearing death. Grant that, and then is death a benefit. So we are Caesar's friends, and we have abridged his time of fearing death. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to our elbows, and besmear our swords. Then we walk forth even to the marketplace, waving our red weapons and over our hands. Let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty! Stoop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over in the states unborn in accents yet unknown? How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's braces lies alone, no worthier than the dust? So oft as that shall be, so often shall the not of us be called the men that gave their country liberty. What, shall we forth? Aye, every man away. Brutus shall leave, and we will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome. Soft, who comes here? A friend of Antony's.
Thus, Brutus, my master bids me kneel. Thus did Marc Antony bid me fall down, and being prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him.
Say I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Antony may safely come here and be resolved how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, Marc Antony shall not love Caesar's dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus through the hazards of this untold state with all true faith. So says my master Antony. Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him come unto this place, he shall be satisfied, and by my honor, depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have him well to friend. I wish we may, but yet have I a mind that fears him so much. My misgivings still fall swordily to the purpose. O mighty Caesar, must thou lie so low? All thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. What else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as is Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords, made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech you, if you bear me hard, now whilst your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure, live 1,000 years. I shall not find myself apart to die. No place will please me so, no means of death, as here by Caesar, and by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age. O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we may appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands in this present act. Yet you see you but our hands in this bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful and pity to the general wrong of Rome. Our fire drives out fire, so pity, pity, have done this deed on Caesar, for your part, to our swords have leading points, Marc Antony. Our arms and strength of malice, and our hearts of Balder's temper, do receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts, and reverence. Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities. Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude besides them with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause, why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded. I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First Marcus Brutus, I will shake with you. Next Caius Cassius, I do take your hand. Now Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna. My valiant Casca, yours. Though last, not least in love, yours, good Trebonius. Gentlemen, all alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground, that one of two bad maids you must conceit me, either a coward or a flatterer. I did love Caesar, oh 'tis true. If then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death to see thy Antony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes? Most noble, in the presence of thy corse, had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping so fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here's wast thou bade, brave heart. Here didst thou fall, and here thy hunter stand, sighed in thy spoil, and crimson in thy leave. O world, thou waste the forest to this heart, and this indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How, like a deer strucken in many princes, dost thou here lie? Marc Antony. Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this, that in friend is cold modesty. I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but by what compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you? Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends I am with you all, and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me some reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous. Or else were this a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard, that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied. That's all I seek, and I am moreover suited that I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, or as becomes a friend, speak in order of his funeral. You shall, Marc Antony. Brutus, a word with you? You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter? By your pardon, I will myself until the pulpit first, and I will show the reason of our Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest he speaks by leave and by permission, and that we are contented Caesar shall have all true rites and lawful ceremonies, and shall advantage more than do us wrong. I know not what may fall. I like it not. Marc Antony, here. Take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar, and say you do it by permission, else you shall not have any hand at all about his funeral, and you shall speak into the same pulpit whereto I am going, after my speech has ended. Be it so. I desire no more. Prepare the body then, and follow us. Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest men that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood! Over thy wombs now I do prophesy, which like dun mounds do ope their ruby lips and beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be so in use, and dreadful objects so familiar that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants courted with the hands of war. All pity choked in custom-fell deeds, and Caesar's spirit ranging for revenge. With 8 by his side come hot from hell, shall these confinements with a monarch's voice cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war. This foul deed shall smell above the earth with Curian men, groaning for burial. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not? I do, Marc Antony. Caesar did write for him to come to Rome. He did receive his letters, and is coming, and bade me to say you by the word of mouth. Oh, Caesar! Thy heart is big. Get thee apart and weep passion I see. Is catching for mind's eyes, seeing those beads of sorrow stand in thrine begin to water. Is thy master coming? He lies tonight within the 7 leagues of Rome. Post back with speed and tell him what hath chanced. Here is the mourning Rome and dangerous Rome, no Rome of safety for Octavius yet. Hie hence, tell him so, yet stay a while. Thou shalt not back till I have borne this curse into the marketplace. There I shall try, in my urination, how people take the cruel issue of these bloody men, according to the which thou shalt discourse to young Octavius of the state of things. Lend me your hand.
Bye.